Welcome to The Explainer. You know, in just the few minutes you'll spend with me, the internet is going to change in ways we couldn't even dream of just a few years back. Today, we're digging into a brand new report on the state of the internet here in 2026. And let me tell you, what they found is, well, it's both mind-blowing and a little bit scary. So let's just jump right in. Okay, let's kick things off with a number that's almost hard to wrap your head around. 5.8 billion. That's how many of us are online right now. I mean, think about that for a second. That's more people than were alive on the entire planet back in 1996. So yeah, this isn't just a number, it's a complete rewiring of how we live, how we work, and how we connect with each other.
And of course, where there are people, there's money. All that clicking and scrolling adds up to a digital economy that is just exploding. We're talking $8.7 trillion in e-commerce sales. To give you an idea of how massive that is, it's more than the entire economies of Japan and Germany combined. The digital world isn't just a slice of the economy anymore. For a lot of us, it is the economy.
But here's the kicker. It's not just people anymore. The internet is now this sprawling network of 34 billion connected things. Just let that sink in. For every single person on Earth, there are more than 4 devices out there just chatting with each other. We're talking about everything from the smartwatch on your wrist to the tiny sensors that are quietly running our entire cities.
So, the big question is, how does all of this even work, right? What's holding this gigantic digital universe together? Well, it turns out there's been this quiet, almost invisible revolution happening in the internet's physical guts. You know, the actual wires and signals that connect all of us. Let's pop the hood and see what's going on.
All right, get a load of this. In just 5 years, the average internet speed across the globe has almost quadrupled. That jump from 110 to 420 megabits per second, that's the difference between staring at a buffering wheel and streaming some crazy interactive 8K experience in real time. It is a total game changer for literally everything we do online.
So how did we get so fast? Well, this whole speed revolution is really standing on 4 key pillars. First, you've got these incredible new cables running under the oceans. Then there's 5G, which is basically everywhere now, reaching billions of people. We've also got something called edge computing. Think of it like a tiny little data center in your neighborhood that just crushes lag. And finally, a whole new generation of satellites is beaming down high-speed internet to the most remote corners of the world. It's a full stack upgrade.
Okay, so we have all this incredible new power, right? All this speed. What does that actually mean for us? How has it changed what we do online every day? Well, as you're about to see, when you upgrade the internet's plumbing, you completely change everything that flows through it. Let's take something we all do, probably without even thinking about it. Search. Now, yeah, Google is still the king of the castle, but look at this. These new AI-first search engines are really starting to shake things up, and they are growing fast. This isn't just some new coat of paint on an old idea. It's a completely different way to find what you're looking for.
And this slide right here, it just perfectly captures the fundamental shift. Remember the old days? A list of blue links we had to click through to hunt for an answer? That's gone. Now we just ask for the answer, and the AI gives it to us. The result is just wild. A whopping 78% of searches now end right there, without a single click on a traditional link. The search engine isn't the starting point anymore, it's the destination.
And this massive change isn't just happening in search. Remember those crazy fast internet speeds we were just talking about? Well, they've basically poured rocket fuel on video. Today, video makes up an absolutely staggering 82% of all internet traffic. It's not just something we watch anymore. It's become the main language of the internet.
So what's the one thing that connects all these dots? The answer engines, the video explosion, all of it. There's a single technology that's become so fundamental, it's basically the new operating system for our digital world. And that, of course, is artificial intelligence. You know, the report we're looking at phrases it just perfectly. AI isn't some cool feature you add to an app anymore. It's not an add-on. It's become the fundamental infrastructure, the very foundation that almost every single digital service is now built on top of.
And look, this isn't just some high-level abstract concept. AI is already running the show in ways you might not even realize. It's creating nearly half the content we see online. It's writing a huge amount of the code for the apps on our phones. It's that customer service person we chat with, and it's the invisible shield that blocks almost every single cyber attack. AI really is the ghost in the machine.
And AI isn't just changing the web we know, it's building entirely new realities. Remember all that hype about the metaverse? Well, that's kind of settled into something much more useful, the spatial internet. It's a more immersive web you can actually step inside with AR and VR. And it's not some far-off dream. 380 million people are already using it regularly, for everything from work to just hanging out.
Okay, so all of this sounds pretty incredible, right? But with this much progress, this much power, comes some really, really big challenges. We absolutely have to talk about the other side of this coin. This new, supercharged internet comes with a whole new class of problems, and honestly, they might be the biggest ones we've ever faced.
This is where we really have to pause and ask the tough questions. What's the price of all this progress? What are the trade-offs we're making to live in this hyper-connected, AI-powered world? Well, for starters, one of the biggest red flags is just how concentrated all this power has become. Get this, pretty much the entire internet, all the apps, the websites, the services, it all runs on servers owned by just 3 companies. I mean, think about that. It's as if every business in the world was renting its storefront from one of only 3 landlords. That's a scary amount of control in very, very few hands.
And honestly, that's just scratching the surface. We're still grappling with a massive digital divide, leaving billions of people behind. We've got a misinformation crisis fueled by AI that can create deepfakes so real they're basically undetectable. And behind the scenes, there's this escalating AI-powered arms race in cybersecurity. These aren't just tech issues anymore, they're deep societal challenges.
So, when you step back and look at the whole picture, the internet of 2026 is this technology of incredible contrasts, right? For every amazing achievement, like connecting the globe or augmenting human creativity with AI, there's this dark reflection, growing inequality, that scary concentration of power, and maybe the most worrying of all, the erosion of a shared sense of reality.
And all of this leads us to the final and really the most critical question the report leaves us with. The technology is here, it's powerful, but what kind of internet are we actually going to build with it? Are we going to steer this thing towards a future that's open and fair and serves all of humanity? Or are we going to end up in a digital world of control and division? The choice right now is ours.